O'Neal on the pole, McCready on the outside. 25 laps, and the odd feature is underway.
Don O'Neal's teammate Darrell Lanigan won last night for Clint Boyer Racing. He's going to grab the early lead here in the odd feature down the back straightaway. McCready runs at second. Clanton will go to third. Miley fourth. Fifth runs Smokey Madden.
Side by side up front for the race lead at the end of lap number 1. Give it to Don O'Neal. McCready second. Clanton third. Miley right there in fourth. Madden in fifth. Now Miley going to get down to the inside. 3 wide for the third spot. Over in turn number 2. Clanton in 25. Miley in the middle. Madden on the inside in 44. And there's still 3 wide through turns 3 and 4.
Satterley in 22. Marler in 157 will follow. Now Earl Pearson Jr. digging on the bottom. As we have already in the books. 2 laps in the books. Don O'Neal leads down the back straightaway. Here comes McCready. McCready always runs well late in a race.
Yes.
See how he does here early on, trying to stay close to the 5 of Don O'Neal.
That's all he's trying to do. You're exactly right, James Essex. He wants to stay close. Look at this gaggle of cars battling back through the field. The 157 of Marler has the 12 of Jason Jameson, the 20C of Hawkins, the 17M of Dale McDowell. No surprise there. McDowell glued to the bottom side of the racetrack. He started 16th. He's already up to 11th.
Don O'Neal, Tim McCready, the 2 Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series veterans down the back straightaway now. McCready to run down the back straightaway. And we got a car spinning in turns 3 and 4.
Mason Ziegler, Don O'Neal, Tim McCready, Jared Miley, your top 3 cars. Shane Clanton, your top 3. Now we're underway.
21's an odd number, right?
Yes.
All right, into turn number 1, Clanton will dig on the bottom against the wall. Into turn number 2, O'Neal remains in the lead. McCready back to second down the back straightaway. Miley. Here comes Earl Pearson Jr. on the inside of Chris Madden. Turn 3, Satterley up top. Here they come. Good race going on.
EPJ on the very bottom of that racetrack. 3 wide, still coming down the front straightaway. Pearson in the 1, Satterley in the 22. And then Madden in the middle. Now Miley's on the outside of him. Good racing right there for about, Madden went down to the inside. Didn't know Pearson was there. They didn't really make contact. Everybody gathers it back up. Side by side by side. O'Neal and McCready out front in this one. Clanton in third. But this is the battle for 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. Miley in the H1. Madden in the 44. McCready's right there. I mean, he is right there on Don O'Neal. He's going to look down to the inside right now through turns 3 and 4, see if he has anything for him. Side by side for the lead. O'Neal going to stay out front. McCready in second.
Third place, Shane Clanton. Fourth is Jared Miley. Fifth is Greg Satterley.
Good run for the Jets.
Club 29 and Longhorn. Now McCready digging on the bottom. McCready just setting it up here for near the end down the main straightaway. 14 to go in the odd feature, DJ.
Good race up front. O'Neal, your leader. McCready in second. Don O'Neal, who had at one time stretched out his lead to a 2.5, sees the lead the last time by, cut to 0.8 of a second. So Tim McCready is starting to reel back in. The Martinsville, Indiana veteran, this time by 8 laps to go. And O'Neal still out front. That time by it was 0.9 of a second as McCready worked by the lap car of James Rice.
Now they have the 7 of Jeff Babcock, the C, and a Timothy Culp in front of him now, right into O'Neal's line. McCready's going to close quickly down the main straightaway. 7 to go. It's not over yet, Dustin.
It is certainly not over yet. Is O'Neal going to throw a slider on Babcock? A slow car in front of O'Neal. It's the 12 of Jason Jameson. Jameson going to yield down to the inside of the Speedway, but O'Neal loses his rhythm as McCready has to take evasive action to keep bringing it in the back of Jameson, and that throws McCready off.
Jameson, I believe that's a flat tire, or probably yes, he does right rear flat on the 12 car. And
he's up in the groove.
He's still in the groove, and the caution is out. Now we'll see how these tires, they look at Miley. Clanton on the bottom. McCready up top, he's got the momentum down the back straightaway. He'll scoot down the back straightaway. Here they come. Mike Marler up to 5th, the 157. They're 3 wide right in the middle. But Don O'Neal picks it back up again. O'Neal stretches the lead out down the main straightaway. 5 to go, Dustin.
Oh, man. Clanton, Satterley, and Marler just all right there together. We'll see if McCready's able to gather up a run on your race leader on O'Neal. Clanton third. Satterley fourth, and now Marler up into the 5th spot. Bronson up on the high side. Here comes Satterley throwing a slider on it. Clanton moved the truth up to 3rd with 4 to go.
Don O'Neal right now, DJ.
White flag's out, final time around.
So Clint Boyer Racing, they won last night with Darrell Lanigan win feature. And right now, hanging on, here he comes to the finish line, and Don O'Neal wins at Eldora Speedway on a Friday night, the odd feature, Dustin Jarrett.
Going to go green this time. Richards on the pole, Dustin Nobby on the outside.
Here they go to turn number 1. Richards will lead him into turn number 1. Hudson O'Neal working the bottom. Hit 71. Hudson O'Neal quickly to second on turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Now he almost got into the wall. He did. He bumps the wall 3 times. Oh, it's now on the 20 car. Here comes Lanigan at 14. 3, 4 wide throughout the rest of the field down the main straightaway.
They all chase your race leader, Josh Richardson, in lap number 1. Rocketing out front of this one. Hudson O'Neal in second, side by side for third. Darrell Lanigan gets to run on the outside. Now going to go by Jimmy Owens. That is a battle for the third spot. Owens in 20. Lanigan, one of last night's winners, at 14. Look at that gaggle of cars battling throughout the field.
I tell you, Lanigan, he looks fast. He has looked fast all weekend long. And right now, trying to go back-to-back for Clint Boyer Racing down the back straightaway. Lanigan clears Jimmy Owens. He'll take the third spot. Josh Richardson out in front in car number 1. Still a long way to go.
Behind
him, 25 lapper.
Behind him, what about the steel driver, John Henry? He started 12th in the field. He's already worked his way up to the 5th spot. The former Eldora Speedway track champ on the inside of Jeep Van Wormer coming off turn number 2 down the back straightaway. That is Van Wormer in the 55. Henry in the 15. Here comes Darrell Lanigan, going to throw a slider. 2 for the price of 1 coming off the corner. You've got a new bridesmaid. It's Darrell Lanigan.
Darrell Lanigan making me look good right now. Indiana turn number 2 down the back straightaway. He has got a pass club 29.
Wow.
Moving in on, look at that gain right there.
Oh,
Richard's still having trouble getting into turn number 3. It may end up costing him because here comes the Bluegrass Bandit.
11 laps going up on the scoring monitor. This time by 14 laps to go. Richards leads. Lanigan is second. Hudson O'Neal and Jimmy Owens right there as well. Toss a blanket over top of the top 4 as they work through lap traffic. We got a good one here at Eldora tonight.
And Richards drifts up to the top. Now Lanigan in the middle. Oh, it's closes on Hudson O'Neal into turn number 1. Now Lanigan turns it sideways. Lanigan on the bottom. Richards up top, down the back straightaway. Still, Josh Richards still leads down the back straightaway. They'll have a dozen laps to go coming up.
Hudson O'Neal right there as well. Jimmy Owens right there. This is what it's all about.
On the back straightaway, Jimmy Owens has a run down the back straightaway in that third spot. Hudson O'Neal 4th. John Henry runs in 5th, but all eyes up front. Lanigan for the lead in turn number 4. He'll throw the slider.
He's got it.
Darrell Lanigan takes the lead at Eldora.
Darrell Lanigan, your new race leader with 7 laps to go. Josh Richards going to battle back down to the inside, not able to make the pass. Lanigan up front again for the second night in a row. Owens now up into the 3rd spot. Hudson O'Neal back to 4th. John Henry is 5th. And Josh Richards not going away though, James Essex. 6 laps to go. Richards is still right there.
Jimmy Owens is close to the new top 2 out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, Jimmy Owens has a run. Into turn number 3, they're got 5 to go. Owens is there. Jimmy Owens sticking on the bottom.
Jimmy Owens,
oh baby.
Jimmy Owens coming on the bottom. Scott Bloomquist from 16th up to 6th now. 5 laps to go.
Was Owens the fastest? Was Owens the fastest that time?
He was. Owens was the fastest that
this.
time. He's in 3rd. Stay green.
I've got Saturday's Ray-Bans on. I can view it. I can see it. It's an eyeball test. Owens on the bottom for 2nd into turn 4. He's got him.
Jimmy Owens up to the 2nd spot with 4 laps to go. Does he have enough time? Does he have enough time? James, that time by, he was 0.2 of a second quicker than your leader, Darrell Lanigan. He's got a lap car in front of him, though.
He's digging on the bottom, though. He's got moisture. Will he have moisture? Here he comes. He works well. He gets around Tony Jackson into turn number 1.
3 to go.
It's Lanigan, Jimmy Owens to settle on turn number 2. Jimmy Owens will run down the back straightaway. Oh baby. Owens is setting him up. Jimmy set him up. Here comes the nightmare. It's after midnight. Why not a nightmare into turn number 4? Here he comes, baby. 2 to go.
2 laps remaining. Darrell Lanigan, your leader, and Owens is right there, knocking on the back door. It's going to be settled between these 2 drivers as they close in again on a couple lap cars. This time by a white flag is out. Who's it going to be?
Will Owens have enough momentum to the 4 up? He got it 1. Darrell Lanigan, Jimmy Owens put on a show here tonight, and he's been the second feature of the night down the back straightaway. Lanigan pulling away, final lap.
Into turn number 3, Owens lost a little bit of ground in 1 and 2 that time. Checkered flag is out. Darrell Lanigan, 2nd win in 2 nights here at Eldora.